Chief, it seems like that power forward spot is open. It's one of the few spots in the starting lineup that's definitely open. Is that a goal of yours to earn that spot?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess so.
Where are you at with the whole plan 4, plan 3 thing? Did you like playing almost exclusively at 4 last year? Do you care one way or the other?
I mostly care to help my team. You know what I mean? If it makes more sense for me to play 4, we have so many, analytics and different things like that, sometimes they see best fit playing 3, sometimes they see best fit playing 4. So I just trust in the people that, supposed to, I guess, in a sense, position out where we're supposed to play and try to do my best.
What'd you work on this summer?
Everything. Because I do bring versatility to the game, I have to work on versatility. So that's pretty much everything. And defense as well as offense, and also my body, because last year I did deal with a couple of injuries. So just want to make sure that I stay healthy and different things like that to be able to help out the team.
How'd you work on your body? Was it just weightlifting?
Yeah, weightlifting, strengthening, different things like that. Rest, low impact stuff like being in the water, different things.
In regards to off-court stuff, this offseason, Chief, I saw you went to Africa again, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Could you just talk about some of the stuff you did off the court this season and why you did those things, and if they're continuations of kind of longer trends you've been working on?
Yeah, I was able to actually do a little bit of producing while I was in Atlanta, which was fun, something that I've been passionate about. Also, I was able to go back to Africa. Actually was able to see where my wife is from, Ethiopia, and we plan on probably doing something there as well. They have a nonprofit called, it helps out orphanage, I'll get the name, SOS Village. They have one actually where my wife was born, nice SOS Village, so I was able to check that out. It was really nice, and we're thinking about maybe doing some things back there. And then also I was able to go to Nigeria and continue to do our camp, which was very nice. And this year, the talent level grew. We was able to refurbish the courts, which was nice, and the kids really appreciated it. And I think we put on a really good camp. Yes.
How would you describe the West now?
The West? Packed. Yeah, the West is packed. It's fun though, man. It reminds me of why I wanted to go to the ACC. I remember when I was trying to make a choice on where I wanted to go, I didn't want any off nights because I thought that would prepare me for the league. I didn't want it to be where a couple teams almost in a sense seemed like they might have been on a lower level, or maybe not onto the, they had a pro on their team. So I think iron sharpens iron, and the West definitely sharpen you this year, I believe.
Where do you feel like you guys kind of fit in that landscape?
I feel like we fit just like where everybody else. I mean, there's the champs and then there's the contenders. I always felt like, you know what I mean? I guess sometimes it gives you moral victories or whatever to say that, you finish this place or that place or whatever the case might be. But at the end of the day, if you weren't the champs, then, you second fiddle, so to say. So I feel like we're all in the middle of the pack trying to figure it out and improve.
Have you gotten much of a look at the rookie Caleb yet?
No, not really. I mean, I've been here for a couple of weeks, seen him play, seen him just eyeball test. He passes that, very tall, and has long arms and different things like that. And that's always a good thing for the game of basketball. So I think I didn't know him, and I didn't watch too much college basketball, so not necessarily sure. But how it seems that everybody is talking about him, he should be a pretty good player.
Any other questions for Chief?
Having Nurkic on the team now as a strong defensive post presence, how do you feel as the team's best defensive player having that sort of presence on the court with you for a full season?
It's nice, man. I think it helps with us defending the basket. It allows our guards to pressure up a little bit more, and then it allows us on the back end to be able to do what we do in blocking shots and getting deflections and different things like that. So I think it just when you add better defensive components, or you know what I mean, just work on your defense in general, it just helps out every component in different ways, because now us getting better on the back line actually in a sense helps us on the front line, because you know you could take maybe a little more chances or whatever the case might be, and getting closer to your guy, where you know sometimes if you let a guy go by you, it's a guaranteed bucket, where that's not maybe necessarily the case. They can actually tend to pressure more often, and if not saying you let the guy go by you, but if the guy does go by you, you know you do have help, and it's not just in a sense a guaranteed basket.
Farouq, in years past, you have kind of been open that All-NBA is a goal of yours.
Yeah.
One, is that still a goal? And two, what do you think has prevented you from attaining that?
All NBA defense. I think I think it's just when you're not one or two in the sense of finishing of the year, you know what I mean, scheduling or whatever the case might be, then it comes down to like your numbers. And I'm not gonna lead the league in blocks, or maybe not gonna lead the league in steals. So it's just not as seen as cool to be, so to say, a really good defensive player for your team, unless you're, you know what I mean, have the best world record. And it's okay. Yes, of course.
Any other questions for Chief? Okay, thanks, Farouq.
Thank you.